Hi guys, I'm Ian. Thanks for tuning in to another video episode on the Forgotten Weapons Library. Today we're going back to some fairly well-known American guns, the M1 Garand and the M1 Carbine. The book I'm looking at specifically is the M1 Garand and the M1 Carbine by Bruce Canfield. This book is actually out of print. He's replaced it with a newer version that is about twice as long and about twice as expensive. So we had a copy of the old one here and figured we'd take a look through it and see how it would be for you, because it is more affordable and they are still out there. My impressions overall were that the book does a better job covering the M1 Carbine than it does the Garand. In both sections of the book, there's a good discussion about the development of the gun and the various producers and the changes that the guns underwent through the war. There are a lot more of those changes really with the Carbine than there are with the M1. In addition, there's some pretty good tables on production numbers with each specific manufacturer of each gun, and discussion of the major variants of the guns. So with the Garand, there's discussion of the M1C and the M1D snipers. There's some discussion of the different bayonets and a few of the other small accessories. With the M1 Carbine, there is talk about the M1A1 paratrooper carbine, and also a little bit of discussion of the M2 full auto carbine and a couple of variants that use night vision scopes. The coverage of the Garand seemed to me a little bit spotty. It doesn't talk about a whole lot of it. You know, here are some of the changes they went through, but there isn't any serious discussion of things like dates when major parts changes happened. It's kind of accepted that most of those guns went through a lot of arsenal rebuilds, and you're not going to find perfectly matching examples the way they came out of the factory. With the M1 Carbine, on the other hand, there is some really good discussion on when changes to things like the sights and the safety were made, how to spot fakes, what kind of telltale signs there are that a gun has been reverted artificially back to an original factory condition after being upgraded by the military. So I found that pretty interesting. Definitely that is very useful information. I think overall, if you're looking to do some collecting of the M1 rifle or carbine, this is definitely a worthwhile book for you. It's not going to be encyclopedic. There are bigger, much more expensive books out there. But if you're just looking to figure out what do I need to add to the collection, what's a good baseline, and particularly with the M1 Carbine, if you want to know how to spot an original early real carbine, or even if you're just out looking at various carbines to buy, what to look at to identify really where your carbine came from. It's definitely a worthwhile book to have. We'll go ahead and post a link to Amazon where you can pick it up. There are some skeezy people selling it, brand new copies, for ludicrous amounts of money. So definitely get a used copy. This is a reference book. This isn't a fancy color plate collector's piece. So $20 I believe was the original list price, and that's what I'd be willing to pay for it today. It's a good piece of reference material. The M1 rifle and carbine are certainly not forgotten weapons, or not yet. And the best way to keep them from becoming that is to add a couple to your collection. So this book will do a good job helping you do that, and best of luck in looking for them. Thanks for watching.